So you got dreams of rolling in a flashy supercar, but before you blow your full wad on something like a Lamborghini, well, or even something like this guy right here, an R35 GT-R, well, I gotta kind of get down to business with you guys about why you shouldn't buy a supercar, but you should win a supercar like this one right here. Final days, we're giving it away plus $10,000 cash. It's over 700 horsepower. It's Bayside Blue, it's dripping in carbon, and it is my favorite car I've ever owned. So get entered in the first pinned comment down below. I put a link, and there's only days left until this thing is going to someone, maybe you. Guys, Brad Danger here, and I'm back to save you and your wallet from a world of pain. Yes, shouldn't win a supercar, but you should totally get entered to win mine. And starting off with sticker shock. Supercars aren't just cars, they're like financial black holes. Even my affordable R35 GT-R sits around $100,000 used, and that's before dumping money in it to mod it to 700 plus horsepower on full bolt-ons and E85. But step up into like a Lamborghini territory and suddenly you're staring at 300, 400, 500,000 bucks, plus the delightful market adjustments that make dealerships feel like Bond villain liars. And boom, the second that you drive it off the lot, well, depreciation hits like a sledgehammer. Most supercars lose around 20% of their value in the first 3 years. That's tens of thousands of dollars gone faster than a McLaren launch, unless you score some really ultra rare collection edition and your dream car becomes a financial nightmare. Then comes taxes and registration. In states like California, registering a 7-figure McLaren P1 could cost you 120,000 bucks. That's basically a Cayman GT4 just to slap plates on it. No wonder so many of these exotics rock Montana plates. Is that even legal? Okay, now let's say you did somehow dodge the sticker shock. Good for you. But the bills don't stop. Insurance companies still see your exotic and instantly hear cash register sounds. Cha-ching. Average Lamborghini insurance, if it's the only car on your policy, about 8,000 bucks or more if you're younger. If you can even get covered. Plenty of insurers won't even touch supercars because one bad day turns into a viral Lamborghini crashes, leaving cars and coffees clip. Then there are luxury or property taxes, basically a recurring fee for being rich. And don't think about track days. Most policies won't cover you there, which is ironic since that's where these cars absolutely belong to be. So bottom line, you're gonna pay thousands annually, even if you never leave the garage. Okay, this is where the flaming wallet comes in because supercar maintenance isn't just pricey, it is downright absurd. A Porsche Carrera GT oil change, that costs $3 grand. Yeah, just 3,000 bucks to change fluids and a filter. Tires for a Bugatti Veyron, $40,000. An entire running Miata for a cost of a single tire. And it doesn't stop there. A Pagani clutch is tens of thousands. A Ferrari brake job, enough to make your credit card spontaneously combust. Even my GT-R, technically just a Nissan, costs 4 figures to do a transmission fluid service, and that's basically Civic money, isn't it? If something breaks, forget Amazon Prime. You might wait months for hand-built parts to crawl across the ocean from Italy. Meanwhile, your dream car just sits in your garage mocking you, and while you daily your Honda Civic or Miata or whatever. And that's why owning one kind of feels like lighting your wallet on fire. Plus, premium fuel, or in this case, E85, which is totally worth it because you get like 750 horsepower to all 4 wheels. But these supercars guzzle fuel like frat bros at a keg party. And forget regular, I mean, it is premium only. Try 87 octane and you're gonna basically be volunteering your engine for self-destruction. I mean, this GT-R's twin turbo with full bolt-ons can dip into single-digit MPGs. Now, miles per gallon is a bazillion to 1. And even a Huracan's V10, even thirstier, hitting 5 miles per gallon if you actually unleash the beast. That's literally pouring liquid gold into your tank just to watch it blast out the exhaust. Thankfully, this one shoots flames, so it's pretty cool. But the problem is that, well, these things, they want weight saving, so they usually have pretty tiny tanks. So you're stopping every 100 or so miles, and road trips turn into comedy routines. You just awkwardly go to gas station to gas station to gas station, and at least you get to let a lot of kids sit in the car and, you know, see a lot of people take photos of your car, but definitely awkward. And fuel bills, well, they could be astronomical. And if you've made it this far, well, it still is incredible to own a supercar, so get entered to win this one in the pinned first comment down below. But here is the thing about practicality. I mean, most people forget that supercars are hilariously impractical. They're built for flexing and lap times, not Costco runs or family duty. I mean, a Lamborghini Aventador's frunk barely fits a backpack. Forget luggage, you'll be lucky to stash a hoodie. I mean, my GT-R technically has back seats and a trunk, but calling those seats usable is straight comedy. Now, I have been dealing this for a couple of months, and honestly, it's not horrible, but it's definitely a supercar, two-door sports car that, like, you know, Costco runs and get more than one other friend in there. It really doesn't work all that well. But then if you step it up a level, like, you know, a Lamborghini or an R8 or something like that, well, now that you don't have back seats and you really don't even have a frunk, it gets pretty dicey pretty quick to do anything more than fit milk, eggs, and bread in a Lambo without completely filling up the whole thing. Now, if you're not an enthusiast, well, then you'd think for all that money that you'd assume comfort is part of the deal. No, supercars ditch comfort on purpose. I mean, the seats are built to lock you in at 1.2 Gs, not pamper you on a road trip. They're stiff, they're narrow, and after an hour, your spine feels like it is kind of a circus act. The suspension, it's brutal. Every pebble and crack is broadcasted straight to your tailbone. Ground clearance makes every driveway and speed bump a potential nightmare. Scraping is inevitable, and it feels like a knife to the soul. Add constant engine drone, and you're gonna be begging for a chiropractor. Well, probably have one on speed dial if you have a supercar. And driving a supercar is kind of like strapping on a neon billboard that screams, "Look at me!" Phones come out, people stare, strangers interrogate you about your life story while you're just trying to grab coffee. Every Mustang or Camaro kid suddenly thinks you're trying to race. Rev your engine? Well, you're in. If you don't, you are a snob in a Lambo. Cops, they notice 5 over the speed limit and you're getting pulled over just because you look guilty in a flashy car. And parking? Well, either a swarm of selfies or a fresh key scratch. Attention can be fun, but most days you just want to disappear. And driving one of these bad boys? Oh, it does completely the opposite. Supercars you'd think are dream machines everywhere, but off the track, they're kind of a nightmare. Power delivery is kind of twitchy, barely touch the throttle and you're gonna be launching. Manual clutches, well, they're kind of brutal, heavier than a leg day. While even automatics, especially at low speeds, this thing likes to jerk around, and that's just the nature of that transmission. But in traffic, it can get annoying pretty quick. Plus, I mean, we got to talk about visibility. I mean, forget it. Our Huracan's rear window is basically a mail slot, and backing out feels like a blindfolded battleship match. And add the sheer width, and city streets feel like threading a hippo through a dog door. Turning radius? School bus vibes for sure. Amazing at the track, sure, but in daily driving, a supercar feels more chore than thrill. And here's a dirty little secret. Supercars, they're actually kind of fragile. They might be engineering masterpieces, but they act like high-maintenance divas. Leave one sitting, dead battery. Drive it hard, tires, clutches, and brakes vanish like paychecks on payday. Even carbon ceramic brakes squeal like tortured geese. Porsche calls it character. My GT-R, supposedly one of the most reliable ones, still suffers from heat-soaked transmissions, fragile trim, and pricey consumables. Well, it did until it got upgraded, which costs a lot of money, but now it's sorted. Also, if you launch it too often, say goodbye to the clutch. With Ferraris, McLarens, or Lambos, missing a service can trigger a $50,000 nightmare. These cars, well, they're not Camrys, obviously. They're temperamental thoroughbreds. Every odd noise makes you wonder, harmless rattle or financial apocalypse? Who knows? Okay, and owning a supercar doesn't just drain your wallet, it changes you. Yes, you get paranoid. Parking lots become battlegrounds as you circle endlessly for the safe Corvette spot. Every rock chip or scratch feels like a personal tragedy. Relationships get weird too. Friends beg for rides. Strangers treat you completely differently. And dates, I'll sometimes blur the line between liking you or just liking the car. Worst of all though, normal cars stop being fun. After living with the 700 horsepower GT-R, well, a Camry or a Civic, it just feels like a potato. The thrill, it's just dulls everything else. And unless you're hammering it constantly, the supercar feels kind of wasted. But then here's the flip side, the good stuff, the thrill of flooring one. It is absolutely unmatched. The noise, the speed, the drama, it is addictive. Supercars are rolling artwork, machines that you can stare at for hours. They flex status instantly, and they're feats of engineering genius. From active aero to screaming V12s. I mean, everything about a supercar is super. So yeah, they're totally irrational. They're fragile, impractical, and financially just stupid unless you win one, like this one right here. So definitely go get entered. Hours left until we're giving it away. Hopefully it's to you. These things are also magical. They're the cars that make us fall in love with driving in the first place. Would I still buy one? Absolutely. Regret my GT-R? Not for a second. Just remember, you're not buying practicality, you're buying a feeling. So again, click the link, the first comment to win my GT-R plus 10K. And if you enjoyed this video, well, at least I'm saving you from buying one, so you could just win one. Hit the like button, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and check out some of these Ideal vids over here. I'm Brad Danger. This is Ideal. We'll catch you next week, and promise me one thing, keep living the Ideal lifestyle.